Here's how excited ourselves and I are for the big pay-per-view. They sent us our own shorts.
Woo!
You know what bothers me, though?
What?
They sent me, these are 4X shorts.
And they too small for us. Y'all know who y'all sent these to.
So, man.
Super heavyweights over here.
I wear 3.5X.
3.5. We've been working out. I love this. Respect, man.
Oh, man, it's time to get antisocial.
Let's do it.
I forgot my Twitter off here. TJ Houshmandzadeh and Katino Mobley back in the house.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it, Darnell.
Back on the shelves. Books back on the shelves.
First, before we go anywhere.
What's up?
No cap. We just had a debate. You got the no cap T-shirt on.
Yeah.
I thought it meant like there's no limit to
salary
how
cap?
high I can achieve.
Nah, I ain't never heard of you.
You talking about CBA and salary cap?
Right. It's used more so when someone's flaunting some money or some jewelry and they just no cap. Like it's nothing. It's nothing to me. It's more so bragging.
Unfortunately, I know how much money you make. You have a cap.
That's on you, Wick. Oh, man. I can't respond to that.
Coming in hot. They coming in hot, boy.
That was Uncle Jimmy got a cap.
Anyways, man, look, Twitter was buzzing yesterday with the big Odell trade. Former Browns wide receiver Andrew Hawkins mentioned Travis Kelce in a tweet regarding the new and improved Browns offense. The Chiefs tight end responded by saying, "We've already got the best offense in the league over here." Patrick Mahomes responded with the 100 emoji. Whitlock, do you think Mahomes versus Mayfield is the new Brady versus Manning?
Yeah, and I think the NFL is very invested in this rivalry. Both of these guys are ratings generators, hard to take your eyes off of them. And now OBJ, Jarvis Landry, Kareem Hunt on one side, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Pat Mahomes on the other.
I love it.
Yeah. Who would have thought that we have to have at minimum 8 primetime Cleveland Brown games to just satisfy our appetite to watch this team? Obviously, Kansas City, they've already done it. We think potential when we see this Cleveland roster, but 2 capable quarterbacks and doing it with different personalities, which is going to be interesting. That's going to be a great sale for the NFL for a decade.
Cleveland Browns have turned into must-see TV now.
Yeah.
If Baker Mayfield can take that jump in his second year like Patrick Mahomes did,
I
for the next 10 years.
He's not Mahomes.
But he got better weapons around him.
Yeah, he's not
He
Mahomes.
got Andy Reid.
Yeah, he's not Mahomes,
He
but
does not have Andy Reid.
yeah, he don't have Andy Reid.
Yeah, that's not in the
He might be in trouble with that Reggie Kitchen. I don't know. What's you good for?
Yeah.
What's next?
Moving on to Cleveland native LeBron James, who seems pretty pumped about the Browns getting OBJ. Oh my, stuff just got real. Fans were encouraged by this post, believing it was a sign that he actually wants to go back to Cleveland. I think the fans are reaching, but do you guys think LeBron's got FOMO about the land?
No, I don't think he has fear of missing out. I think he has regret about leaving Dan Snyder and just them going over the salary cap and buying him anything he wants. He made a mistake leaving Cleveland.
Look at you, boy. You had to get that off your chest. You had that. You're like, when am I going to get a Lebron story to drop?
He was so ready for that, he didn't even finish.
And then he starts shaking up. You ain't right.
And lean to the side at the end.
It's like that girlfriend you leave right when she start working out. You're like, damn, hold on, let me call her. Yeah, baby, how you doing? Everything good?
I think it's just the fan in LeBron that just came out. He's like, look, in a singular focus, I'm a fan of the Cleveland Browns.
Yes.
I'm from Akron, and good for us. I think that's it.
He supports Ohio.
He played football growing up. So he's a football fan. That's basically his hometown team, and it's looking like they're going to be.
I saw him in the Rams locker room out here.
It's okay to like 2 teams, though.
Wasn't he boycotting the Super Bowl?
Don't do that. You said he went to the Rams game and didn't wear the Kaepernick jersey. He boycotted the game.
I wonder how cap fits into this.
No cap.
No cap. Oh, okay.
No cap. No cap.
All right, Darnell, what's next?
Yeah, moving on to a young quarterback who had a pretty good season. Lamar Jackson posted on his Instagram story this video of himself speeding at 105 miles per hour while holding his phone. You can also see in the video that a seatbelt light is on, so he's being a little reckless here. Do you have a problem with Lamar flaunting this?
Again, I don't know if he put out the video to show that I was speeding, but I just think this is almost like Jussie Smollett. Remember writing checks to criminals? And he's putting himself on video committing the crime. Not the smartest thing.
Yeah, I will say this, man. Every time I see someone show a story, a post, and they're actually the one driving, always be like, dog, why are you driving and filming? Like, let your passengers do that.
What I want to know is, what are you showing everybody? Trees on
bracelet.
both sides. Like, what are you...
That bracelet.
That
You see
bracelet?
I saw it.
Bracelet, the music.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Look
not...
how happy I am.
The only problem is you're going 105 with no seatbelt.
That's crazy.
Bro, the first thing I do when I get in the car, I might start it, and I'm putting that seatbelt on. 105? Accident you on.
I ain't gonna lie, I got a reckless driving ticket going 125. I had a seatbelt on.
When was this?
And I was, this is...
But you had your seatbelt on, though.
I have my seatbelt on, but this is... All I'm saying is because sometimes we could get up here and be like, what are you doing? I did that before. We didn't have a camera.
Well, I don't like speed.
And I was slowing down when the police called me at 125.
I'm a speed,
I don't like speed.
but I'm gonna have that seatbelt on.
I don't like
seatbelt on.
I don't like speeding, so I don't.
Again, I have the benefit of being 50, and so I do remember, though, being 30 and getting my first Mercedes, and I got popped going 117.
There you go.
And it was dumb.
Dumb, right.
And, you know, I had to go through court cases and made the papers and everything. And so I hope he learns from this. But I can't come... I've been there.
Thank you. That's what I was
with the cell phone, that's...
Hey, man, when you get these new nice cars, you like, man, let me see how fast I can go.
And you don't feel it.
Yeah.
Like, I was going, what?
Like you're going 60.
You feel like you're going...
Yeah.
I hear you.
All right, it's time for Darnell's question of the day. Take it away, Darnell.
It's Darnell.
That's my guy. My guy.
My question of the day.
My guy. My guy.
My question of the day. 285 pounds.
All right, guys, so big controversy hit college athletics this week with parents and coaches committing fraud to get students into certain universities. So my question is, do you think the people caught up in this college admission scandal should go to prison?
Prison.
This is a tough one for me just because I'm sympathetic to anybody that has to go to prison. And this will sound like I'm being silly, but I'm just being real. It's like when OJ went to jail, I felt sorry. Anybody trapped in a cage, I feel sorry for. Having said that, y'all sat here and heard me rant and rave. They just sent some college basketball coaches and an Adidas official to jail for giving some poor kids some money. And I was like, hey, how come no one's upset about this? This is crazy. They're sending people to jail for violating amateurism rules. Crazy. They're going to prison. And so if those guys can go to prison, these guys can go to prison too.
Yeah, is there a law that was broken? Yeah. Well, you're going to have to deal with the consequences. Can't change it now. Oh, it's a dumb law. Well, you're dumber for breaking it then. You know what? You got to know what the parameters are. I understand that there may be even good intentions, great intentions. I want my kid to go to the school. I'm donating. Okay, it's a guy that got the connect. And I love how these schools are trying to distance themselves. Hold on. There's a guy who will take the bribe to get your kid into school. There's someone on the inside at every single one of these schools that's accepting this bribe. So let's just be careful of how we're trying to see the distance from these universities. Sad that they got to go to jail, but they got to go.
Yeah, me personally, I don't think they should go to prison. But after you say what you say about the college basketball scandal, 100%, because they're covering all this up. Let's wire the money to this. Let's do that. Let's do this. My thing is, why as a government are we wasting money on an investigation in the college basketball bribery into this? Like, spend the money with something that really matters. This, for me, it's a minor thing, but it's a big thing.
Well, tax evasion ain't tax evasion.
I'm not sure if they were evading taxes.
Well, no, my man, Mr. Bribe, who was facing 40-something years.
They literally went to one of these people's homes with guns drawn. Really? Is it that serious?
Yeah, that's a little bit.
I love her.
Yeah, that's a little bit too much. And Jason, all of you guys make great points. And like you said, if you're gonna penalize those college basketball kids and the coaches behind it, you have to do the same thing with these people as well. As simple as that.
Listen, when you have a daughter or a kid or son that's going to college, that stress of getting into college, I know when she took that ACT.
Yeah, I get it.
And I looked at it, I was like, man, you better pass this test.
Yeah.
This tutoring is expensive.
I feel sorry for the students who didn't know that they didn't get in on their own merits.
But a lot of time, that student might be like, man, yeah, you can pay somebody to take this test. Like, they know them tests are hard.
I will say that I do think this is far more pervasive than people think.
Say it.
And so I'm going to give the government credit for, like, hey, man, if people knew how pervasive this was, I'm going to go all the way back to when I got to Kansas City in the 90s or 2000s. I knew a writer who help kids with their entrance letters. He was paid money to write their entrance letters and all this other stuff. This is very pervasive among the elite. And so, to some degree, I don't blame them for wanting to break this up and make examples out of people. And some people are sitting there going, oh, my God, they drew guns on an actress, a well-known actress or whatever, and they're just appalled. But I'm like, hey, man, you ever been in the hood? They come in there with guns drawn.
Right.
You know, what people don't understand a lot of times about the criminal justice system, it's very political. And anything that's high profile, that will help build a prosecuting attorney's political resume, they will do.
There was a reason this happened. Something happened to where somebody might have blown the whistle. And was like,
somebody's going to get elected to a bigger office based off of this investigation.
For sure. You follow the trail.
Yeah. And that price tag was getting too high, so I'm glad that they did come out.
Dang. Something you can afford for little...
My little man better play some ball. Hey, you in the school, bro.
All right, coming up, what do Russell Westbrook and James Dolan have in common? The answer may surprise you. We put on our thinking caps